Now 8:06 in other news this morning. Today will mark day 3 in the murder trial of Elizabeth Fox-Doerr. She's accused of murder in the death of her husband and longtime Evansville firefighter Robert Doerr.
Yeah, 44 News reporter Claire Dugan has been inside the courtroom all week and has a look at the explosive testimony.
Well, things got a little heated inside the courtroom for day 2 of Elizabeth Fox-Doerr's murder trial. Again, she's facing murder and conspiracy to commit murder charges in the death of her husband, Robert Doerr, back in 2019. And she's facing those charges alongside Larry Richmond Sr., who she's accused of having an affair with. To start the day off, we heard from 3 different witnesses about security footage that was recovered from the night of the murder. Then the state called their 4th witness, which was the lead detective for a majority of the investigation. He shared an audio recording that was taken on the night of the murder of a conversation between him and Elizabeth Fox-Doerr. Basically, he talked to her about what she saw, what she knew, and what her marriage with Robert Doerr looked like. The detective asked her straight up on the recording if there was an affair at any point in their marriage, and Elizabeth replied defensively, no, absolutely not. That's when the defense took over for a cross-examination. The defense started poking holes in the detective's investigation, asking him why things were done the way that they were, mentioning things that probably should have been done but weren't, and then brought out a transcript of a deposition that the detective was involved in, where he was asked if he had any reasonable doubt in the case against Elizabeth. In the transcript, he says yes. He was also asked if he found any evidence at all that indicated there was a relationship between Elizabeth and Larry Richmond Sr. Again, he said no. You'll hear more on that in just a second, and then you'll hear the state's counter to that, which was testimony from Larry Richmond Sr.'s son.
You have any text messages between Larry Richmond Sr. and Becky Doerr regarding any subject matter, correct?
Correct.
You don't have email communications between Elizabeth Doerr and Larry Richmond Sr. regarding any subject matter, do you?
Correct.
In fact, this idea that is floated that these two were lovers, you don't have any communication between the two of them that would suggest that, do you?
Correct.
My father was in the driver's seat, she was in the passenger seat, and I was in the back seat.
And did they have a conversation?
I couldn't recall, I was on my phone.
Okay, you weren't, if they did, you weren't listening to them?
Yeah, I wasn't listening.
And what happened? Did she exit the vehicle?
Yes.
And did anything happen before she got out of the car?
They kissed.
They kissed?
Mm-hmm.
We also heard testimony from Elizabeth's sister, who was Larry Richmond Sr.'s fiance at the time of Robert Doerr's death. And then Richmond's son, the last witness we heard from, was examined for a significant amount of time about dates and times and the gun that was believed to be used in the shooting. Court has been dismissed for the day, and it's expected to begin again on Thursday at 8:30 a.m. Again, I'll be inside that courtroom bringing you the latest. Reporting in Evansville, Claire Dugan, 44 News.